Well, let's talk about it. Here's an interesting story. Burger King in New Kingston explodes due to gas leak. To my knowledge, 6 employees are injured. The family for one of the employees is making a public plea for Burger King to let go of the money for their family member to be airlifted to the United States. This is going to cost them more than 63,000 US dollars. Burger King put out a statement saying that they are surprised the family is doing what they're doing with the public plea, and they're waiting for the proper paperwork so that they can release the funds and transfer it to their account. Some of you may look at this and think it's similar to the airport story and say, an emergency is an emergency. Get them transported and worry about the money later. But this is a little bit different. If what Burger King is saying is true, then the hospital needs the doctor to validate the transfer. They actually need a doctor to validate a transfer of any kind, even from one part of the hospital to the other, is always verified by a doctor for some reason. This young lady, as much pain as she may be in, and I sympathize with her, is for the most part stabilized. And because she is stabilized, it's a different set of procedures that need to happen. I'm sure some of you are thinking, why doesn't Burger King just pay the money and worry about that later? Well, that's because they don't want to admit any fault, especially since they haven't seen the extent of the damages or where everything came from. Did you know once you get into an accident and you give someone money, you have accepted fault, and in court you could be ordered to pay more money for loss of wages and emotional distress? So they are going through their insurance, and there are ways to get things done, sadly, as long as it may take. You just have to work with it. Insurance companies are good at taking money, but it kills them to let go of it. They will take your insurance policy money before the ink dries on the paper. But when they have to give up the money, they're going to check every letter, they're going to check every I, and check every T before they give you anything. So I honestly, based on the information that is out there, unless family can refute what Burger King says, that they're just waiting for the doctor's letter verifying the need for transport, I kind of have to side with Burger King on this situation, because at the end of the day, insurance companies have their bosses that they have to answer to. Why was this money given? They can't just give out money willy-nilly, because everything is a business and it comes down to dollars and cents, sad as it sounds.